So welcome back to this tutorial. We last tutorial we talked about lists, and in this tutorial we are going to look at some things that we can do with lists. For instance, we are going to start with list some list method. So here I've actually introduced a list there. My list that is equals to a list of animals: the cat, dog, monkey, cow, and donkey. Oh, sorry, this should have been donkey. All right, okay. So I want to use the sort method. Take note of the ways the syntax for methods. See, my list dot sort. Sort is one of the methods in Python. So I'll print the sort out of that list. So what sort actually do is sort method will sort the list alphanumerically ascending by default. You actually sort the list alphanumerically ascending by default. Okay, so let's look at this and see what we'll get as the output. Okay, so you can see that we now have cat, cow before dog, before donkey, and before monkey. Okay, that's why I sort it alphanumerically ascending by default and ascending order. You can apply this to numbers. Okay, you can also apply it to numbers. And if we want to change the order, for instance, we want to actually make it in a descending order. Okay, so what we just do is we come to the sort method there and pass something in there. We are going to pass in reverse is true. Reverse equals to true. Take note that the true is capital T. Reverse is true. So when we pass that in, and let's print my list. So it's going to sort it out in descending order. You now see it starting from monkey to donkey to dog and to the cow. Okay. So same thing you can apply the same thing in numbers. You should try that by yourself instead of strings. Use numbers and see your results. Okay. So that's it, and that's what we will actually cover based on um, sorting our list. Okay, but there's something interesting that you can actually do with list also. You can actually customize the sort function. You can customize your own function by using the argument key equals to function. So when you use that, the function will return a number that will be used to sort the list. Okay, if we are using numbers, it will return number that will be used to sort the list, the lowest number first. Okay, so let's create an example. Let's create a list and actually use numbers to actually explain this example. So I'll just comment this out, comment this, comment that out, multi-line comments by using that three of it. Okay, that was 4 there. Let's go and make it 3. Okay, no, sorry. All right, so I've commented that out. Having done that, um let's go straight to customizing a function that we use to actually sort our list. So we start by defining a function. Let's call that function my function. Okay, let's shorten it. So, and let's call it n. All right. So we want to return something. Take note, by defining a function, you always end with that double colon there. You return, let's return return abs and n. And so for this example, let's use this example n to 50. Okay, all right. So now we now bring in our lists. No, that person. All right. So let's use numbers here instead of start with 90. Sorry about that. I have to clear this all out. So so let me clear this all out since I'm no more using strings. Okay. So let's start with number 90. We go to 80. We go to 50. We go to, let's not arrange it in any specific order, 85 to 85. We go to 92. We go to 20. Okay, we can stop with that. Okay. So we come here and said my list does sort, and we introduce we customize it by using the keyword key equals function. Okay. So the name of our function was actually my function. Okay. So once you do that, you now print our list. So the function will return a number that will be used to sort the list starting from the lowest number. Okay, so let's see how this works. So you can see that the function has returned 50. The function has returned 50 as the number that will be used to sort the list. Okay, so let's try another method, another interesting things that we can actually do with our list. Can we actually sort our list and make it case sensitive? Okay, can we do that? Yes, we can actually do that. We can sort our list out by using some built-in key function to make the list to be case sensitive. All right, so let's just come here. Let's comment this out. Let's comment this out and comment this out. Okay, and we come down here, still using that function that we have actually created. We come here and we paste in our code there. Okay, now here we pass in our key to be equal str. That means the string should come in lower case. Okay, so we print the list. Okay, so we really don't need this function again, so let's comment that out and comment this out. So that being done, what's the error there? Must have run into some errors there. Okay, didn't comment that out properly, so let's comment this out properly. All right, I don't know why this is giving some issue. Okay, so let's try that again. Okay, it was with the error was as a result of the commenting there. Okay, so you see that we have actually sort out our list. Okay, yeah, we have actually sort out our list to give us a case sensitive sort. Okay, so there are a lot of things that you can do with lists, like we reverse the order of the lists. You can do a lot of interesting stuff with lists. I'll suggest you check it all out. You can reverse the order, you can copy lists. And before we wrap up on this, I would like to show you how to actually loop through the list. Okay, how to actually loop through a list. This will come in very handy when you are building some useful apps, in which we will start the class very soon. So how do you actually loop through the list? You can loop through the list by various methods. You can loop through the list items using the for loop command. Okay, so for instance, we have our list here. Let's take out the sort. So you come here and write, if you wish to print all the items in the list by looping through it, you can say for else in my lists. Okay, print my lists. Okay, there should be an indentation there. For x in my lists. Okay, so let's bring this there. Okay, print my list. All right, so this will actually loop through each of the lists and print it again and again and again and again, as you can see. So that's how you print all items in the list one by one and going through them. You can also look through the index numbers. I told you earlier in the earlier tutorial, like for instance now cats will come with an index of 0 and dog 1 and so on. So if you want to loop through the index, you can say for for I in the range of this list, okay, in the range of the length of my list, okay, print this list and you pass in I there. So what this basically tells the computer to do is check for the index of the list, and for each of the index, print 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 the list item using their index number. So we are actually using the range and the length function here to perform this loop. So let's see what our result will go come out to be. Okay, they must have run into an error there. Where is the error? Where is the error? Where did they encounter the error? Okay, sorry. Here is not this. Yeah, you are referring to the list, so you use the square bracket here. Okay. Okay, so you can see now we are able to print out each item of the list starting using the index of the index numbers associated with the list, starting from the very first one, which is the cat, to the very last one, which is the donkey. Okay, you can also loop through the list using while loop. Okay, you know that we can use for and while to actually loop through items. So we can actually loop through the list still using the while loop. Okay, so you can actually rewrite this code like this. You can actually rewrite this very line. Let's comment that out and comment this out and go down. While I is less than okay. So while I is less than the length of my list, okay, let's print let's just take this here, save our time. Okay, from that, sorry, that's a bad indentation. Already there. Let's see if that will solve the problem. No, it's taken. So let's just type it directly there. So while this is equals to that, let's print the list. Let's print my lists. My lists. So you can also use the the while loop to actually to actually print to to actually print out the actually loop through the list instead of using instead of using the for loop. Okay, and we can also do some other cool stuff with our list. Okay, but this video is becoming a very long video here, so we'll we will we will stop here and we'll continue in our next class. All right, thank you for joining us. See you in our next class.